the attention that I want for the day. And that has been not a winner yet. It'll get there, but it's not a winner yet.
It'll get there tomorrow because we have a plan.
We have a plan.
You guys want to know our plan?
You want to be in on the secret?
They're going to hate us.
They are. They'll get used to it, though.
We went to the store and bought 2 alarm clocks because they said they need their phones for alarms. So, here we go. At bedtime tonight at 10 o'clock. Going to get them alarm clocks and take their phones away. Plus, we had a conversation on one of the episodes about going through phones and like finding inappropriate stuff. So that'll give us a more in-depth thing since last time she had enough time to delete stuff. So this time we could go through and not have anything deleted and just check up because she's 12 years old. And kids need to be watched. And if you're not watching your kid, you better fucking watch them because you don't know what kind of trouble they're getting into. So we're going to be hated. So we're going to take their phone away tonight. Every night. We're going to do that.
And then they can't have their phone back until we have a conversation about the day's intention.
Yep.
And once we have that conversation, they can have their phone back.
Because they're so focused on missing conversations that we have with them. And it's just so frustrating that one kid's listening at one moment and hearing the whole conversation. The other one is not paying attention. Like they take turns not paying attention. And then they both tell on each other, well, he's still looking at his phone or she's still playing on her phone. So it's just like, fuck you guys. Give us the phones. We don't have to worry about this. Stop telling on each other.
We'll see how this works.
We're going to be hated. If you don't hear from us again, they killed us in our sleep.
Yeah.
The Menendez brothers, us.
But I just want to get some better values into my kids, and I don't want them to have the same self-esteem and self-image issues that I have because I'm sad, and I don't want them to be sad when they grow up and have to fight through all the bullshit that's been put in front of them to get to not feeling so sad.
Also, the girl already has fucking self-issues and she's only 12 and she thinks she's ugly as fuck, as she says. So, this will be good, I think. Trying to teach them to fucking love themselves. And this weekend we're going to have no technology at all. We're going to take the phones away from them. Probably... Are we doing something Friday?
Yeah, we're having somebody over to come swimming.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying...
Not Friday night, no.
So we're going to take it away from them Friday night or Saturday morning?
Saturday morning.
And then we're going to have technology-free weekend. So if you try to get a hold of us, one of us will have a phone on us, so...
But, I think on Sunday afternoon we're going to go to Free Art Museum. And we've been swimming every night. It's been really productive.
Except tonight.
We took a rest day, which is, we've been swimming the past 3 days.
Yesterday I walked 5 hours.
She did. And on Sunday I walked 5 miles.
Yeah.
So.
Anything else you want to include into this podcast? You feel like you want to talk more about?
No.
Okay. We'll probably put out another podcast tomorrow night. Since this one's probably going to be short.
Oh, we could talk about what we were fixing to talk about before. Sorry. We started talking about, you seeing Eric.
You want to talk about ghosts tonight? So late?
Oh, we could talk about ghosts, or...
But I don't want you you have an overactive brain. I don't want you to scare yourself. The other night you were in the middle of the night.
That's kind of one of the reasons I was going to go on a walk after dark tonight, but the next podcast that I want to listen to is My Favorite Murder, and so I'm like, I probably should not go on a walk in the dark listening to this podcast. So I didn't go on a walk.
Yeah, your brain is overactive as fuck, and even the other night you were like, can I wake up in the middle of the night if your hats scare me?
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm bringing my stuff over, actually, bringing my stuff over, not just like little stuff here and there. Like, I brought half of my room over, so I have most of my clothes here. Not really, but things here. And so I have this rack of hats, and I hung it on the door. And so before she passed out the other night, she was like, "Can I wake you up if I go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and your hats scare me?" And I think it's a man. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, you think way too much. I was like, I can move it. And she's like, no, just leave it there. I'm like, okay. But she did good. She didn't wake me up.
I didn't even notice it. It's dark. Because I get up like 2 or 3 times a night.
Shit, yeah, she has an overactive bladder.
Overactive bladder, overactive imagination, or overactive shame spiral.
Oh, Jesus.
But, you know, on the other hand, I have overactive creativity, which is good. Overactive inspiration.
I can't get comfortable. I have nothing overactive.
You're mellow as fuck.
You
can take naps in the middle of the afternoon, and I have to work.
No, the only reason I had to take that nap was because I drank a whole Gatorade, and so I had too much sugar, and a sugar crashed.
I work.
Are you jealous?
Uh-huh.
You can nap.
No, not today. I had to do that.
You never nap in the middle of the day.
If I would have stopped, I wouldn't have gotten it done.
I was just trying to get her to lay on the couch and just cuddle for a little bit.
I had to work.
Cuddle for a little bit.
Does it work?
Uh-huh. It works like that. Sorry if you
Maybe
hear...
for you, we are very different people. Remember?
You're gonna be just like me.
No.
Sorry if you hear a lot of noises. We're laying in the bed and I can't get comfortable tonight. But I took my CBD because I haven't taken any all day and because I've been actually good. No pain.
Because we've been working out for the past 3 nights.
Mm-hmm. But after I took that nap, my hip started hurting because the way that I fell asleep. And that couch makes you sweat.
Everything makes you sweat.
The lights.
Uh-huh.
Because the lights are hot.
My house is hot. It's just the way it is right now. It'll get super cold soon. I hope.
Well, it's still 97 outside here in Phoenix, Arizona.
That's why I'm like, do I want to wear a onesie for a Halloween costume this year? It's gonna be hot.
And your kids are crazy wearing sweaters and it's still 100-degree weather.
Oh, she's stinky.
Well, she took it off at least because we told her she smelled. But the
Yeah.
boy, he wants to wear a sweater in the morning because you made a stupid agreement with them.
Because he wanted to wear a sweater in 110-degree heat, and I could not, in good conscience, let him go outside in a sweater in 110-degree heat.
Well, good, because then he would have died.
That's what I told him. And he said the heat doesn't affect me, and I'm like, bullshit.
He's so ridiculous with that line.
He's ridiculous with a lot of lines. Notice how I shut him down tonight, though?
Which time?
When he started getting sarcastic with me, and I said,
Oh.
no! How did I say it?
How did you say it?
No.
He's a pain in the ass. And I yelled at him. He's been yelled at 2 days in a row at the dinner table.
Yeah.
His smart ass mouth. You know what? We should have more parents on the show with us. Oh, she's yawning.
Yes, we should have more parents. We should have more people.
Yeah. Well, I do have a list of people that have contacted me to get involved, so maybe we will have a special guest next episode. I think we should wrap up because it's...
Yeah, and we could do another short episode. This could be a mini-sode.
Yeah. Because we upgraded in our hours on our podcast, so we can go for 3 hours if we wanted to, but there's no way in hell I think we could go for 3 hours unless it was a live thing at an event with
If I had a list
Q&A.
of questions, we could keep going,
Oh.
but I'm not. You would get tired of me.
I already am, baby. Just kidding.
Yeah, sometimes I'm tired of me too.
Oh, baby doll.
Well, I just want to hide in a book sometimes.
Then do it.
I try to. Yesterday on the way to school, I was reading like chapters And then I had to stop reading, and I would get surly. And I'm like, I should not read in the mornings.
You have some weird routines.
It's okay. If they work for me, they work.
I just want you to be happy.
I'm working through it. I need to get out more and get people to help me work through it that are not the people that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. That's my next step. I need to get a counselor and maybe a group to go to.
And talk about stuff?
Yeah.
That would be good for you.
I think so.
Having an outlet besides your partner is always the best.
Yeah, and my best friend lives in Nebraska. So, my sister lives in Colorado.
Your GBF lives in fucking Santan.
Yep.
Yeah, so everybody's 5 million miles away from us.
Yep. So I need to find some people. Well, I have Rachel Hollis, lovely lady that she is. She has this journal called the Start Today Journal. And in this journal, she writes down 10 things that she wants in her life. And she writes them like she's done them already. And one of the things that I keep writing down in my journal is I want to find a spiritual home and maybe a mentor. And that's hard to do because I was doing a journal the other day about recovery, and I threw it away. Like, literally, I threw it away. I could not handle the preaching in this journal. I couldn't do it. Like, nope, I'm done. So I'm kind of particular when it comes to spiritual homes.
Good luck.
I know, because I don't necessarily want a woman preacher, but I don't necessarily want a church that won't let women preach because it says in the Bible that women can't preach. And I don't want a church that, is going to tell me that I can't do what I want. I want a church that says, hey, Jesus loved us. End of story.
So now you're back on Jesus?
No, I'm back on Rob Bell. Just read that book I gave you.
It's downstairs.
I know. I started reading it again. I'm like, yeah, this is a good book. Start here.
We'll see.
Well, I need somebody to gift me tickets to the conference in Scottsdale in May to see Elizabeth Gilbert and Rob Bell together. That's like a dream come true for me. I've been talking about these two people for years. That is a dream come true.
My dream already came true.
What is that?
Playing Bluebird Cafe. Open mic. Sometimes I feel like I talk too low on the podcast.
We'll listen to it later. Figure it out.
Alright. Well, I'll probably do another episode tomorrow night after we settle in because,
maybe we'll do Ghost tomorrow night if you're going to trust me not to get scared.
Maybe if we do it early enough.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I finished the tax return that I had to do today, so maybe we could do it right when we get home.
Okay, maybe you could maybe squander up some questions so it could be formatted a little bit better than tonight. We were going to discuss ghosts. Well, first you said let's discuss grief, and then you're like, no, I don't want to do that. Let's just do ghosts.
Because I was pissy.
So she went back and forth, and then before we actually started recording about ghosts, and then she's like, let's do grief. So then we deleted
because we both looked at each other, and you said, let's talk about ghosts, and we looked at each other, and you're like, I'm not prepared. And I'm like, well, then we should not talk about that.
Because usually you have questions. You had a questions. Your index cards.
Questions.
Where are they? Downstairs.
I will come up with questions. We'll have questions tomorrow night. It'll be a little bit better. I've been going through a lot, and there's a lot that I'm not quite ready to talk about yet. That we're going through.
With ghosts?
No.
Oh. Baby, you know what you need to do.
What? Find people.
Everything that you already said. That you need to go to counseling. You need to find an outlet. You need a group of people that you can discuss things with besides me.
Uh-huh.
Because You're pissy, and I love you.